The BA in Performance and Creative Enterprise is a 3-year course here at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama in association with the Barbican Centre. The course is for a range of artists, and this includes musicians such as singers, composers, instrumentalists, electronic musicians, beatboxers, rappers. Also includes performance poets, spoken word artists and theatre makers. The students will learn a range of enterprise and entrepreneurship skills. This will include project management, budgeting, fundraising, marketing, PR, negotiation and so on, so that by the time they reach the end of their course they will be really equipped to deliver and promote whatever it is that they're wanting to achieve. It's really a course that prepares you for a life in the creative arts.
The enterprise side of the course, I believe, is very important because if you want to survive in this industry, you can't just be talented, because talent will only get you so far. And obviously you need to learn how to present yourself, how to present your work, how to communicate with contacts and people that you could be possibly working with. You learn basically A to Z of the industry.
One of the things for me that makes the course unique is this marriage of both creative and professional development. So not only are we pushing thoughts in terms of enterprise, as it's named within the course title, in terms of what it is that these students will do with their work and how it is that that work will impact in a wider world, but we're also really invested in challenging them creatively, challenging them to think in different ways about their crafts, their various different disciplines, and bringing them together in that way. So having poets alongside musicians, alongside facilitators and people who have an interest in theatre practice, all of these things coming together in one space, it's a beautiful, beautiful course to be working through.
They not only get to work on their own individual skills and craft, but it's very much about collaborating together. So they spend a lot of time working together as a group, as a cross-arts cohort, and they also work with a range of collaborators from across the school. This might include, again, electronic musicians, composers, actors, technical theatre students and so on. And they also get to collaborate with a range of practitioners and artists from other disciplines and from right across the industry.
One of the coolest things about doing BA PACE is definitely coming into contact with very different kinds of performers. Like Abby, who's a singer-songwriter, and I'm a poet, and being just exposed to each other's practice, seeing what we can glean and learn from each other. That's a cool thing. It's very supportive and like a natural melting pot environment.
Yeah.
So.
I'm learning something new every single day, whether it's a different poetry technique or a different method of devising a piece of work. You're in an environment where you're constantly learning and constantly growing, which as an artist is perfect, because that's the kind of environment we should be in. The fact that we do have the chance to work on our own projects or our own work, but also collaborate with other people, I think that's very important, and personally I love it.
Working with the students has been an absolute joy, and of course I have a bias. They're all wonderful, they're all fantastic, but it has been an absolute joy in terms of how generous they've all been with each other and with appreciating each other's crafts. On these kinds of collaborative programs, it's really easy for us to establish silos or islands, to say this is my particular art form and I'm seeing the world through the lens of my art form, and no one else appreciates what it is that I do because I am singer, I am poet, I am whatever. And one of the beautiful things working with these guys has been their generosity in terms of the way that they have approached each other and shown respect for each other's working practices and principles.
So the sun cannot and will not help you on time. It's dark, overcast. A Tesco bag has tied itself to the train track somehow, and it's dark. It's dark, and the Tesco logo is unseen and unreasonable in the dark.
By enrolling in this course, what I really wanted to get was allowing myself to be creative and just being in a creative space, and I would say not feeling guilty for it, because sometimes me being creative was kind of like a side thing that I would procrastinate on.
I struggled a lot previously in secondary school and college with balancing my passion and education, And after reading the course and speaking to some of the people who were organising it, I felt that I wouldn't have to compromise the student individual and the artist individual. It felt like both of them could live together and move and grow together.
At the core of this program is really engaging with each student's creative practice and really supporting and challenging that. So yeah, there's a lot of emphasis placed on generation of new work, and of course that manifests in or through a range of different themes, from the socially engaged to the very personal and intimate. All of it is really about bringing new work through.
So this course is ultimately, it's been developed in response to the changing landscape as an arts practitioner. And after doing the 3 years, you'll be in a position where you'll be reflexive and responsive to what's happening around you. You'll be able to create world-class, innovative art in collaboration with a range of different artists from across different disciplines. And you'll also have the entrepreneurial skills to actually make it happen.
The best thing about getting onto the course for me was knowing that there was endless possibilities. And the simple fact that I could get to create whatever, whenever, and however.